Hello everyone. Since you all liked my boxing roleplay and my memorabilia show off so much, I figured we would try something that combines them both a little bit. So I will be your commentator for an actual professional wrestling match that took place in the Union of Pro Wrestling Force International, more commonly known as the UWFi. The UWFi is a defunct promotion that ran in the mid-90s in Japan. It had a very unique rule set. It was presented as a legitimate combat sport, with both competitors starting the match with 15 points, and points being deducted for being downed, being caught in a submission, or suplexed. Keep in mind, although it was presented as legitimate combat sports, it was predetermined like traditional professional wrestling is. So, without further ado, let's go over a quick recap of the rules and then get into our match for the night. And if you're interested in seeing more stuff like this, please let me know. And if you hate it, please let me know also. I'd love to hear everyone's opinions. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. The rules of the UWFi are as follows. Striking is legal so long as it is not a closed fist or a strike utilizing the point of the elbow. Forearms and open palm strikes are legal. No headbutts will be allowed. Multiple headbutts will lead to point deductions. Strikes to the head of an opponent with all four limbs on the canvas are illegal. Strikes to the head of an opponent with 3 or less limbs on the canvas are legal. Strikes to the body of a downed opponent are legal no matter how many limbs they have on the canvas. 4 points will be deducted for a suplex that leads to a down. 3 points will be deducted for downs. 1 point will be deducted for a suplex that lands you on your head or neck, and 1 point will be deducted if you break a submission with the rope. Only way to win is by submission, KO, or TKO. Our first contest is going to be Kazuo Yamazaki taking on Yuko Miyato. Here we see Yamazaki hailing from Tokyo, 230 pounds. And here we see Miyato hailing from Kanagawa, weighing in at 200 pounds. Remember, each competitor will start with 15 points, and this is scheduled for 45 minutes. Both men come to the center of the ring. A little bit of trepidation on each man's part. They're both very experienced in this style. Yamazaki made his professional debut in 1982 in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Miyato would join him just a few years later, making his professional debut in 1985, also with New Japan. Yamazaki gets the takedown, but finds himself in a bit of a dangerous position. He's going for, it looks like, a heel lock. Ankle lock. It looks like Miyato is going for a rear naked choke. If both competitors were to naturally move into the ropes, the competitors would both be stood up with no points deducted, but looks like Miyato did not like how tight that ankle lock was getting. So Miyato loses a point. Both competitors are stood up and brought back to the center of the ring. That's the thing you have to be careful of in this style of submission-heavy competition, while you also have to be careful of Yamazaki's head kicks, which nearly took Miyato down. Miyato rushed in and ended up getting taken down. Now Miyato is in the dangerous position on his back, but Miyato is very experienced as a grappler, trained by the, quite frankly, legendary Akira Maeda, Billy Robinson, and Luthez, kind of a who's who of traditional grappling. But Miyato forced to use the ropes to break the submission attempt again, and he will be down 2 points now, and you can see he's favoring that ankle already. Yamazaki in control, at least in the early going. Miyato looking to get back some control, a couple of open-handed strikes. A knuckle lock now. Into a kind of traditional pro wrestling lockup. Ooh, Miyato looking to get fancy, looking to do a takedown, but loses his grip on Yamazaki. Yamazaki was trained by Satoru Sayama. Oh, here we see. Looks like a strike landed in the eye of Miyato. Ref is going to give him some time to recover. Hopefully this doesn't lead to a premature end to the fight. I doubt it. And Miyato's right back to it. Miyato comes out with a big round kick. Yamazaki goes for a low kick. Miyato probably looking to push the pace here, keep it standing up. He's lost 2 points whenever it's gone to the ground. Yamazaki, though, is an excellent striker. Big kick to the midsection, backs Miyato up. And a flurry of kicks brings Miyato down. That's going to be considered a down, and Miyato's going to lose 3 points. It's now 11-15 in favor of Yamazaki. And you can see there, technically the referee did not step in yet because Miyato was, for the most part, intelligently defending himself, but clearly grimaced in pain and fell over. Ooh, beautiful spinning kick and a couple of follow-ups. Brings down Yamazaki. Now Yamazaki is down 3 points and we are a little bit closer. Big swing in momentum there in Miyato's favor. Yamazaki back to his feet. And we come back. Miyato is now taken it to the ground. Interesting, as Miyato has found the least success when things have gone to the ground, but going for, it looks like a key lock. Keep in mind, some of these submissions have traditional names, say in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or MMA, but had different names during this time period in a kind of pre-MMA world. Miyato transitions, looking for an armbar. Yamazaki bridging, has an S-grip on his hands, preventing his arms from being broken apart. Rolls through, and Miyato needs to let this go. Miyato's in a... Oh, and there, exactly what I expected would happen. Miyato loses control and is now caught in a submission. Looks like that same ankle that Yamazaki had been working on previously, and Miyato is in a very bad position right in the middle of the ring. You can see him grimacing in pain, but he does manage to reach the ropes. He will, however, lose a point. See Miyato very much favoring the leg, and Yamazaki smartly going after it with some low kicks. High kick. Despite having, Yamazaki with a suplex. That'll deduct a point from Miyato because the suplex did land him on the back of his head. But Miyato might just come out on top. Looks like he's looking for some sort of submission on Yamazaki. Oh, Yamazaki going for an armbar. Both men scramble. Both men back up to their feet. A couple of knees from Yamazaki. And big knee to the face of Miyato. And Miyato is down once again. Miyato with only 6 points remaining to Yamazaki's 12. Yamazaki has only been down once in this contest. The only thing in Miyato's favor is that basis in really great training, and the fact that his last big flurry kind of got a shock knockdown on Yamazaki, so it could happen again. Both men now. Oh, excellent. That's excellent understanding of the rules. Miyato realized that Yamazaki did not have all 4 limbs on the canvas, and therefore head strikes on the ground were legal. Took advantage and got a knockdown. 3 points deducted for Yamazaki. And I'm really unsure as to what Miyato really needs to do. I said that he should keep it in the stand-up, but he's been the one taking the majority of the beatings when they've been on the feet. But then when they get to the ground, he doesn't seem to be faring much better, and yet this fight is within 3 points of each other. You can tell both men are getting tired. Yamazaki taking some kind of wild swings, as it were, with the kicks to the head. Both men a little more hesitant, both tired, both have been downed. But those legs could be the difference. Miyato is clearly favoring those legs, and Yamazaki is wisely attacking them. And the ref's going to count that as a down, rightly so. Miyato is left with only 3 points to Yamazaki's 9. If Miyato is downed one more time, as it looks like he's going to survive this one, but if he's downed one more time, the fight will be over. And it looks like Yamazaki knows that. Yamazaki going in for the kill. And there it is. The fight is over. No count necessary by the referee, simply due to loss of points. Your winner is Kazuo Yamazaki.